Welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back here to Tom Halfman Memorial Field as the Laconia Lady Spartans tied for first in the top of the conference. Actually, they have that tiebreaker over Lamira. We'll take on the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers. Their lone conference loss of the season should be a good one again today. Laconia coming off a big win yesterday in 3 innings, a 15-0 win powered by Emma Bone at the plate with 5 RBIs and 2 home runs. The Springs team coming off a tough 5-inning loss to the Lamira Lions, 13-3 yesterday. Should be a good one in store. We're going to have here from Tom Halfman Memorial Field. We're going to step aside. Going to have a little chat about our ads. We'll have those going on quickly, and then we'll come back with the stats for the Mayville or for the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers and the Laconia Spartans after these messages on Jeff's live streams.
Testing lab is integral to SAM's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, SAM's has it covered. Trust SAM's for all your water needs. SAM's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes. Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of...
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. Going to talk about the St. Mary's Springs Ledgers. The Ledgers took a tough loss yesterday, 13-3 to the Lamira Lions. But before that, we're on quite the streak. They had a tough loss to Mayville, which was their first conference loss. They just got their second one. can see Laconia and Lemire at the top of the conference. Lemire in action against WLA today. Laconia and Lemire will face off on Thursday as well, but Springs early in the year beat this Laconia team at St. Mary Springs, or at Marian University where the park is. They won that game, I'm going to find it here, 5-1. Spartans trying to get a little get back in, continue to keep up their lead in the conference, move themselves to 7-1 in the conference, and move their winning streak to 8 games in a row for the Spartans. Going to look over at the Spartans in general just to say that. So this is now 7 games in a row that the Spartans have won, if I am correct. Yep, with that 15-0 win over Mayville. Trying to get a little get back here at this Springs team who they lost to early in the year. And we'll get through the full starting lineup so we can go through everything I got here. So Emma Bone, once again, will lead things off and play short. Kendall Plime will catch and bat second. Aubrey Bauer will play right field and bat third. Lily Schultz will be back on the mound again, or in the circle. She will bat fourth and pitch. Playing center field and batting fifth will be Gwen Westfall. DPing again will be Kaylin Lemke for Bria Taplin, who will be playing first base again. And Gabrielle Johnson will bat seventh and play second. Tierney Madigan will bat eighth and play left field. And Molly Duell will bat ninth and play third base once again for the Ledgers. Batting first and pitching will be number 4, Gracie Conkle. Batting second and playing second base will be number 7, Nevaeh Galligan. Batting third and catching will be number 11, Aubrey Hafferman. Batting fourth and playing third base will be Claire Knowles. Batting fifth and playing left field will be Sophia Mathos. Batting sixth and playing shortstop will be Malia Galligan. Addison Gartner will play first base and bat seventh. Playing center and batting eighth will be Tessa Gitter. And batting ninth and playing right field will be Lauren Bauer. We're going to step aside. We'll be back after these messages from Tom Halfman Memorial Field on Jeff's live streams.
Specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live stream. Going to talk about the starting lineups we got going forward today. Going to get the scoreboard camera up and running. For the Spartans, it'll be Emma Bone playing short, Kendall Pleim playing second base, Aubrey Bauer batting third and playing right field, Lily Schultz pitching and batting fourth, Gwen Westfall playing center and batting fifth. Kaylin Lemke is your designated player for the first baseman. Bria Taplin today, she'll bat sixth. Gabby Johnson playing second base and batting seventh. Tierney Madigan playing left and batting eighth. And Molly Dool batting ninth and playing third base. For the Ledgers, Gracie Conkle will lead things off and pitch. Galligan will play second base and bat second. Aubrey Hafferman will catch and bat third. And that's what we'll have to start today. Finish up my game changer lineup. I'm supposed to have Jordan joining me today. He's running behind. He's getting some stuff moved around.
Number 4, Gracie Conkle.
Gracie Conkle, the pitcher, will lead things off here. Conkle, one of the star players for this Ledgers team. Had a fantastic season in the Flyweight Conference so far. She will have to take on a very good pitcher who was fantastic yesterday in Tierney. Oh, they're playing the national anthem.
Your car will thank you.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. Did you know we do all kinds of metalwork? We offer a variety of decor available for purchase from other businesses. Designs range from holiday decor to sports to hobbies. Finished items can be wall hangings, outdoor garden decor, coffee tables, and so much more. If you are looking for address plaques, property signage, or awards plaques, King can make them. These are highly customized and durable products with your own street number, name, or event. A variety of fonts are available, and we can add our automotive-grade paint in a custom color, suitable for indoor or outdoor uses. Pricing varies. Call Joe Barnes at King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that.
Oh. Welcome back here on Jeff's live stream. It's just about ready to get underway. Lily Schultz ready to throw her first pitch. Just missed outside, 1-0. A 1-0 coming home from Schultz, up and away. It's 2-0. Schultz working on a 2-0, comes inside for a strike. It's 2-1. Good zip right there from Lily Schultz. The 2-1 pitch from Schultz, up and away. It's 3-1. Umpire vocal today. I like that. Hop into that YouTube channel. Let me know where you're watching from, who your favorite player is. A big-time conference matchup we got going here on Jeff's live streams. The 3-1. Tipped into the mitt. Plime holds on, runs it full. So full count to the pitcher, Gracie Conkle, in the pitcher-pitcher matchup. Two of the top pitchers in the conference so far this season. That one fly down the right field line, hooking foul. Back to a full count. 6 pitches into the at-bat. Payoff pitch. Fouled back, staying alive is Conkle. We'll have an 8th pitch of the at-bat. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Bounce in the dirt. In front of Plime. She can't find it. Cockle moves up to first. On a Van Galligan will bat now. Cockle leads off at first. After a 8-pitch walk. Good battle in the box from Conkle. That'll Galligan playing second today. Thought the runner was going. She stays put. That one missed a tad bit low. It's 1-0. Lily Schultz pitched yesterday and had a 15-0 shutout victory. Stop back there, and delayed steal from Conkle. She moves up a base as Plime tried to snap it behind her. Frida Maker saying, "Let's go, Lady Spartans." Ledger's got a runner in scoring position with nobody out here. With your second batter, Nevaeh Galligan, up. Schultz comes home inside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. Nice pitch from Lily Schultz on the inner half. 2-1. Pop foul on the right side. It'll be 2-2. So 2-2. Nobody down. Runner on second is Gracie Conkle. Nevaeh Galligan at the dish. Pitch comes home from Schultz. Outside, just missed, runs it full. Just missed a tad outside, did Lily Schultz. So we'll have another full count. Been in a full count with both batters so far today. The payoff pitch coming home. Swing and a miss, got her swinging.
Next up, number 11.
First strikeout of the day for Lily Schultz, and of course, I don't have my instant replay set up, which we're going to fix right away. Go back to this one, but I'll bring up Aubrey Haferman. First pitch, inside corner for a strike. Big lead at second base for Gracie Conkle. Anything hit into the outfield, she'll most likely score. One, one out, runner on second base. Pitch popped up, out of play. A warning of the heads up. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch with 2 down. A little bit of wind today, not as much as yesterday. 0-2 pitch from Schultz. Grounded. Stopped at third. Throw on to first in time. Conkle will move up on the throw. Runner on third now, but a 5-3 put out for Molly Duell.
24,
Over to Bria Taplin at first base. That'll bring up the third baseman, Claire Knowles. Knowles playing third today. Batting cleanup. 2 down. Runner in scoring position over at third base is the pitcher, Gracie Conkle. That one missed a tad bit outside. It's 1-0. We're getting that call yesterday, not as much getting it today. 1-0. Fouled off. It's 1-1. So 1-1, 2 down. In there for a strike, it is 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Schultz, trying to strand the runner at third. Grounded back to her. A 1-3 put out. So 1 runner left on base on no hits, no errors, and no runs scored. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. Emma Bone to lead things off. Boy, did she have a good day yesterday. She'll lead things off after this on Jeff's live streams from Tom Halfman Memorial Field.
And it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we are with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. Gracie Conkle on the mound for the Ledgers. Playing second base is Nevaeh Galligan. Catching is Aubrey Halfman. Playing third is Claire Knowles. Playing left field, Sophia Mathis. Playing shortstop, Malia Galligan. Addison Gantner playing first base. Tessa Gitter playing left field. And Lauren Bauer playing center. The throwdown from Halfman, and we are just about underway. Emma Bone to lead things off. Kendall Pleim to wait on deck. Bone, a fantastic day yesterday. 3 for 3, 2 homers, and 5 RBIs in that 15-0 3-inning win over Mayville. The bottom of the first is underway from Gracie Conkle with a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Conkle. Line, nice catch over at second base right there. That's Nevaeh Galligan making a nice snag. Would have been a nice base hit for Emma Bone. A hard hit ball right at Nevaeh Galligan. That'll bring up Nevaeh Galligan. That'll bring up Kendall Pleim, the catcher. Pleim with a good day yesterday as well. Just outside, it's 1-0. Umpire not giving the outside corner as much today as we saw yesterday. 1-0 from Conkle. She's ready in the circle and comes home with it. Misses high. It's 2-0. One out to the catcher, Kendall Pleim. Pleim checks her swing. It's to the shortstop, and she's got too much speed. A base hit for Kendall Pleim, the first hit of the day for either team. An infield single.
Number double O's, Aubrey Maurer.
Double zero. Aubrey Maurer comes up next, the right fielder today. So runner on first is Kendall Pleim. Chance she could be in motion. Conkle comes home, misses low. It's 1-0. Good day for baseball over on Jeff's live stream and/or softball. Big time conference matchup here. Fouled off by Aubrey Maurer. Goes to 1-1. Another big time conference matchup going on in the other field. The undefeated Spartans taking on the Campbell Sport Cougars, who have lost one conference game. So should be a good one going on over there. Makai Ackerman on the call with Tom Ackerman. Ripped down the right field line by Maurer, but it was foul. Hard contact so far for the Spartans have been foul or right at, or just a nice play by Nevaeh Galligan over at second base. What a 2-1 down. Changeup had Maurer late on it, but fouls it off to stay alive. Maurer in a 1-2 count with Pleim on first base. Conkle ready and comes home. Maurer fouls it back and stays alive again. Lily Schultz on deck. And Gwen Westfall in the hole. We'll have the 1-2 once again. In the dirt. Pleim stays put. It's 2-2. Maurer gets rewarded after fouling off some good pitches. The 2-2 from Conkle. Fouled off again. Maurer stays alive. Good battle here from Aubrey Maurer, the right fielder. Takes her time to get ready. Conkle comes set, comes home. Ripped left center field. That one's got a chance. It's off the fence. Blime's going to go around third. She's going to score. It's going to be an RBI double for Aubrey Bauer in the bottom of the first, and the Spartans lead 1-0.
Next up, number 11.
A textbook at bat from Aubrey Bauer. She battled to stay alive in a 1-2 count, faces a ball, and then lines one into left center field for a double. Had a couple doubles yesterday and a couple RBIs, and she starts off strong today with another double. That'll bring up the pitcher, Lily Schultz. Schultz fouls one off. Looks like Aubrey Bauer was giving her some signs on second base. In there right at the top of the letters for a strike. It's 0-2. Nice pitch from Conkle. In the dirt. It's 1-2. Lee Schultz had a good day yesterday. 5 strikeouts on the mound. Gave up a couple hits, but nothing too much to Mabel, and 2 RBIs as well. 1-2, grounded foul. Staying alive again. Good battle. Halfman wants to have a chat with Conkle, trying to figure some stuff out. They do. See Bauer on second base, kind of seems like she is able to tell what the pitches are coming. 1-2, fouled off again. Schultz might have hit that one off her foot, but she stays alive nonetheless. Back-to-back really good at-bats from the Spartans. Staying alive, and they're down early in the counts, but they're battling hard. 1-2 from Conkle. Outside corner, strike 3, got Lily Schultz looking. 2 down, that'll bring up the center fielder, Gwen Westfall. So 2 down, 1-0 lead right now for the Spartans, and inside corner, a nice pitch from Conkle in there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 coming. Swing and a miss. Westfall swung over top of it. It's 0-2. Conkle kind of hummed that one by her. 0-2 with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. Strikes out the last 2 batters. But the damage done. Spartans lead 1-0 on 2 hits. 1 left on. 1 run and no errors. We will head to the top half of the second inning from Tom Halfman Field. We'll be back after these messages on Jeff's live streams.
Hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live stream. Sophia Mathis to lead things off here for the Ledgers. She's playing left field today. Lily Schultz back on the mound with a 1-0 lead, trying to lock things down. The 1-0. That one popped to first. Taplin throws to first. Not in time. Infield single legged out right there by Sophia Mathis.
Next up, number
That'll bring up
3,
Malia Galligan. Malia Galligan will come up. She's playing short today. Mathis leads off first. Schultz gets her call from the dugout, comes home. Line to Taplin, she grabs it. Oh. Quick out right there.
Now up, number 2.
Easy play for Bria Taplin.
Ganter.
Addison Gantner will come up. Bring up Addie Gantner. Squares to bunt. Missed it. It's 0-1. The 0-1 from Schultz. Had to get her to chase. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Inside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. Runner on first. Sophia Mathis. Schultz comes home in the 1-2. Inside corner called. Strike 3.
Now up, number 6, Tessa Gitter.
That'll bring up the left or center fielder, number 6, Tessa Gitter. Yeah. Two down, runner on first base. Nice pitch over the middle of the plate from Schultz. Welcome, Jordan.
Right on time.
Yeah, heard you were moving today.
Yeah, last day, so had to get out of there.
Get her squared to bunt. It's 0-1.
Another quick start for Laconia.
Yeah, just another double from Aubrey Maurer. 3 of them in the last 2 days.
Death, taxes, and? Yeah.
Exactly. The 0-2. Schultz caught her looking again. Third strikeout of the day for Lily Schultz, and 2 of them have been looking. No runs on a 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We'll head back to the bottom half of the second inning. Spartans leading off after this. We'll be back on Jeff's live streams.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Is your child ready for life? At Central Wisconsin Christian, we equip students not only with an exceptional education, but also with the spiritual foundation they need to navigate today's world with confidence and faith. Our graduates are prepared for life, academically, personally, and spiritually. Discover what makes Central Wisconsin Christian different. Call us at 920-324-4233 or visit us online at wearecwc.org. Central Wisconsin Christian, preparing students for life and eternity.
Leading off for the Spartans in this half inning will be Kaylin Lemke. She's doing the DPing today for the first baseman, Bria Taplin, as she normally does.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned it yesterday. She's had a really nice season, and it just speaks to the strength of the Laconia lineup, right? That, down at this part of the order, Cambry Johnson's on deck. I think it's Tierney in the hole, and The 1 through 9, it's a tough lineup to get through.
Second pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-0. Huckle thrown 23 pitches so far today. The 1-1 fouled off. Laconia, missed it, but Jordan, they've done a great job of fouling pitches off at a point there in that at bat that Aubrey Maurer hit that double in. She had 7 foul balls.
Yeah, and, and we kind of referenced it last night. It's just we're in that part of the season where it looks like Laconia has just gained so much confidence at the plate. And an already talented lineup now becomes that much more difficult when they got confidence, right? It's just that's baseball and softball. And if momentum's a weird thing in this sport.
Tough take and a hard take from Lemke on the low and inside. It's 2-2. That one bounced in the dirt. It runs it full. First time that Conkle today has been in a 3-ball count.
Yeah, and Conkle, like Caspery, like Buskey, like they live in these. They get ahead 2 strikes, and that's what makes them so dangerous. So as you mentioned, don't usually see this from Conkle, and she doesn't issue many of those either.
And a walk for Kaylin Lemke will bring up Cambry Johnson, the second baseman.
Number 13, Cambry Johnson.
Got a little kid doing the announcing today.
Love it. Love it. Johnson got a really good sack bunt down yesterday. We'll see if she looks like she's swinging away here.
Maybe. Now he's going to get a call. Didn't say anything on the first pitch. He does now. The 1-0, she squares the bunt, and it's another good one right in front of the plate. Throw to first in time, but the sack bunt works.
That was a dandy, just like yesterday. Perfect spot. Yesterday was kind of in that right between the pitcher and the third baseman. That time deadens it right out in front of home plate. And nice play from Gracie Conkle to make sure you got one out, but a terrific bunt. You get a runner in scoring position yet again with the bottom of the order up here. Chance for some RBIs.
We'll bring up Tierney Madigan, the left fielder. And a left-handed batter. She'll line one into center field. It's a base hit. Lemke's going to stop those. Center fielder was playing in a little bit there. Probably a good decision. Gitter was not too far off the infield.
Yeah, good call on Gitter's positioning there. Really well done. She read it well off the bat, too, and saved a run for sure.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Molly Duo. Chance to get an RBI here. Maybe a chance to even see Tierney Madigan in motion early in the count.
Yeah, a lot of teams like to do that.
There she goes. They cut off the throw. It ain't going to matter.
Yeah, Tierney got a pretty good jump. I don't think a good read there from Nevaeh Galligan. In fact, that might have been called. We're not real sure, but
looked like the set play to try to cut things off and make sure Lemke didn't go home.
I was going to say, Haferman's got a pretty good arm behind the dish. That is Haferman,
yep.
right? And she's got a pretty good arm behind the dish, and that one wasn't going to get there. So I think you're right. That was designed to be cut off and see if they could catch Laconia napping.
2 quick strikes from Conkle. It's 0-2. Fouled off by Molly Duell. She stays alive. That one would have clipped the outside corner.
And a chance here for Duell to turn the bat back over to the top of the order as well.
Emma Bone lined one hard to Nevaeh Galligan for an out in her first at-bat. Speaking of being hit hard, that one was ripped down the third base line, just on the ground and foul.
That time on the other side of Coach Ritzema than we saw yesterday. So
he was legs out of the way on that one, too. He didn't want anything to do with it.
Cat-like reflexes.
I wouldn't want anything to deal with it either.
That would terrify me.
I've seen guys hitting slow pitch softball like it. Nope, I'm good. Line to second base on a hop. Galligan knocks it down, throws to first. Not in time. An infield single for Molly Duell. Legs it out, and the run scores. It's 2-0.
Nice RBI there from Molly Duell.
I'll bring up Emma Bone and talk about someone who's on quite a hot streak. She 5 RBIs and 2 home runs yesterday, but smoked one to second. Just not a result you're hoping for on a nice grab over there by Galligan. Delayed steal. They're trying to get her to go back. Madigan goes back, and
Ooh, no one made a call. I got to be honest.
I thought she was out.
I thought Madigan didn't. I didn't think she got her foot in there. Neither umpire made a call there, and at least someone you would assume has got to at least signal.
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of signal there.
And miscommunication between the two, I would assume, is why there was no call made.
That is the third base
the throw
umpires.
beat her for sure.
He's apologizing for it because I don't think he was paying attention. To be honest, that's what it was, and Wally does not seem too happy about it.
Yeah, don't blame him.
No, because honestly, I think that's why he didn't make the call, was he wasn't paying attention. On the last 0-1 to Emma Bone, runners on second and third. The leadoff hitter for the Spartans, a chance to drive in some more RBIs.
Yeah, and at this part of the order, that is a big miss for sure.
Oh, 100%. Even I don't think it matters where you are in the order. That's just with runners on second and third at that point. It's a terrible. It's a tough miss.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-1. Conkle working out of the circle, comes home. Bone fouls it off the hands. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and we talked about it yesterday in the first inning with Laconia getting out of it here. If Conkle and Springs can work out of this, it'd be a big momentum shift in Springs' favor as they're put in a tough position here.
1-2, fouled off again. Staying alive, Bone. It's 1-2 again.
That just caught a piece. That was a good pitch from Gracie Conkle. Had Bone a little bit off balance.
Listening over there is saying, what do we have? I think we had a home run.
We got a dinger over there with how they're running around.
Looks like a 3-run shot to me at least. Just missed outside. It's 2-2. And it's going to be Cam Smith, looks like, hit a 3-run shot. Right? 7? Or Nick Blank? Which one's what? I don't remember which one's which.
That could be Jack Renz.
Jack Renz, that is who that is, yeah. I think actually Campbellsport had one earlier as well, if I remember correctly.
That makes it 5-1 over there.
Whew.
And Laconia ranked 4th in the Division III poll that was released yesterday. And the baseball, that would be a big win and kind of a statement one because
payoff pitch, clips the outside corner.
Great pitch.
Got her looking.
Perfect location, and for Bone, it's really close, and you're not doing anything with that pitch, right? I mean, that's down and away. Might have been a little off the plate, and it's like you're not doing anything with it. It's hard to swing at that. I understand protecting, but I also understand that you're probably going to roll into a ground ball there, and so I don't necessarily blame her for taking a look. But yeah, I think I think some people thought for Laconia baseball, and then we'll get back to this.
Saying she checked her swing. Nope.
Interesting.
Yep. That's a tough call over at third base. I'll give him that. Over in position C, that it's one of the hardest calls to make.
That's a tough one. But I think a lot of people thought maybe Laconia were pretenders on the baseball side, and this would be a big win for them. I don't see them that way. I think they're a state contender for sure.
Nice hop over at third, throw on to first in time. Good play at third base by Knowles.
And a great job by Conkle to work out of that. We talked about how put them in a tough situation there with that call at third base. They get out of it with only giving up one run. And now how does this change the momentum for Springs? I think that's going to be interesting to see.
It is a big momentum swing. Lily Schultz will come back out on the mound. We'll be back after these messages with the top half of the third inning from Tom Halfman Memorial Field on Jeff's live stream.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holes Realtor.
Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, Sam's has it covered. Trust Sam's for all your water needs. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth.
The 9-hole hitter Lauren Bauer to lead things off here for the Ledgers. 2-0 lead here in the top of the third for the Spartans. Scoring a bunt, gets it down, but into the chest of Kendall Plime. It's foul, it's 0-1. Top of the order waits on deck. Of course, I locked my phone like a smart man while I had everything up. In there for a strike. It's 0-2.
Yep, and just like we talked about, with Conkle, same thing here with Schultz, going to work ahead.
The 0-2 from Lily Schultz. Got her looking right at the letters. Delayed call, but strike three nonetheless. Fourth strikeout of the day for Lily Schultz.
Yeah, that would have been high yesterday, but I like that. I like a big zone, make them swing, and it was right at the letters, lower part of the letters, and love that.
Outside corner clips it from Schultz to Conkle. It's 0-1.
Yeah, now obviously if we had an advanced analytics team, we could see first pitch strikes from Lily Schultz. I would imagine there's a lot of them. That's just how she pitches, and that's what good pitchers do, and she certainly is one of those.
That one missed inside. It's 1-0. For 1-1. The 1-1 from Schultz. Fouled back by Conkle. It is 1-2. Schultz yet to throw a ton of off speed today. Maybe we'll see one coming here in this 1-2 count.
When you get ahead, that's the luxury that you afford yourself. Is you can start to get creative with how you're going to pitch a dangerous hitter like Gracie Conkle.
That one popped up, gonna go out of play into the stands. Conkle stays alive once again. Yeah, I mean, Schultz, especially with the fastball and the movement, the tail she has in her fastball, she doesn't really need to throw breaking balls or any sort of off-speed pitch.
No, yeah, and
if she found one, she'd be really dominant. 1-2. Rise ball misses high.
And, just a sophomore, she develops something like that, and all of a sudden you're talking about someone who can go play at the next level. For sure. She's got the bat that she's really starting to turn the corner offensively as well. So
2-2 misses high. Runs it full. Good battle here from Conkle at the plate. Good patience.
Yep. Fouled off a couple. Good eye there. Obviously that last one was well high, but give herself a chance here.
The payoff pitch once again. Almost hit me.
Yeah, that was one of those where Schultz let it go, and she immediately looked down at her hand like, what was on the ball there? And those last two were not close.
No.
And again, if Conkle isn't competitive, doesn't follow those two off that were close, she doesn't get on base there, and so that's just what we were talking about yesterday. We mentioned it with both teams. Just you got to get in there and battle, and toughness is sometimes one that you don't talk about. No, they're kicking the kids out from center field, I think. Yeah, got a couple kids out having fun. Why can't? Yeah, that's a problem apparently. So
must be in the batter's eye type of thing. I don't know.
I guess
oddity to me. I don't know. That'll bring up Nevaeh Galligan, by the way. That.
At some point, we're
nitpicking.
We're nitpicking here, and there's stadiums where there's seating out in center field. Whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is, right?
Move
Second
on.
walk of the day for Gracie Conkle, nonetheless.
Yep, and a lot of teams are going to be careful with her anyways.
Get to see my favorite part of Gracie Conkle. Boy, does she lead off of first base.
Yeah, she's a dangerous base runner, and
there she goes.
Yeah.
Plime throws. It's
Careful
in center
now.
field, but good job backing up in center field right there by Gwen Westfall.
Yeah, and Gwen Westfall's probably one of just a couple of center fielders that you probably don't want to run on in that situation. Got a good arm, and as you mentioned, good instincts and just the solid play there that players roll their eyes about in spring training. Oh, back everything up. Well, this is why you do it.
Up and away. It's 2-0.
Yeah, Conkle just daring you to throw it behind her, and she's going to be at third before the second baseman catches it. So
Plime did it in her first at bat when she was at first base, and she took off, and there was no throw to second base.
Yeah.
That's why I like that. I mean, that's smart. They're waiting. The 2-0. Runner goes. Throw. Bone holds it in, but it was in there for a strike, and another steal for Gracie Conkle. 2-1.
Yeah, and it's interesting because she's got the speed that she could probably score from second on just about anything. But now a hit in the infield scores her as well. So that's where that, however many 60 feet, whatever it is, that's where that helps you here in this situation.
Schultz working on the 2-1 count. Misses up and away. It's 3-1.
Another good frame job that time from Kendall Plime. It was close.
Catcher Aubrey Haferman waits on deck. Galligan in a 3-1 count. Ledgers once again with Gracie Conkle on third base. Left her stranded there in the first inning. That one misses outside for ball 4. So every base runner today has been being the walk for the Ledgers.
Schultz a little frustrated that time, I think, with the strike zone. Kind of threw her glove up like,
where did it miss?
But just off that outside corner. And now a really dangerous RBI machine for the Ledgers. Aubrey Haferman at the dish.
Runner goes right back to the pitcher. They throw her. She's safe. They got Conkle cut. Throw back. Got her. Throw behind Conkle. Dual tags her out. 2 down. No real argument from anybody over there.
No. I think the only argument would be get it the last half inning.
Yep.
In that situation. It was a great slide from Galligan, by the way, to get underneath the tag.
Yeah,
and
Wally wants to have a conversation
maybe
here.
We will have a.
It was close, but I impartially, I think she was safe. I do. Nonetheless,
it was
ain't going to matter. They called her out.
It was really close, and Duel made a great tag, but I would tend to agree with you there.
She's laughing. I don't think she thought she was out either. Molly Duel's laughing over there, so I'm just. The 1-0. Tad bit high. It's 2-0.
And now, if you're Springs, got to avoid some of the frustration here, and at least see if you can knock one in here, chip this lead in half. And you're right. You're still right in this thing, and a couple of plays go the other way, and the scoreboard could read something different. So just got to stay in it. You've had a lot of success against Laconia already this season, so that's got to kind of be the mindset here from the Springs standpoint.
2-1, low and inside. It's 3-1.
Claire Knowles on deck.
Yep.
She's had a couple of big-time knocks for Springs so far this season. She had a monster game against Waupun earlier this year. That was the Springs coming out party when everyone realized they were for real.
Line to second base. Cambry Johnson makes the grab. They strand one. No hits, no errors, and no runs scored. We head to the bottom half of the third inning from Tom Halfman Memorial Field. Spartans lead 2-0. We'll be back after this.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Hello, this is Jeff Sauer with Jeff's Livestream. We hope you're enjoying our broadcast. Our purpose, first and foremost, is to bring glory to God. Second is to draw attention to the student athletes, promote the great things they and their schools are doing, and promote the businesses and the people running them within our communities. Our mission is to create memories for student athletes, families, teams, and communities, as well as allowing for viewers to see their athletes or teams perform regardless of where the viewer is located. If you'd like to join us as a sponsor to help us fulfill our purpose and mission, feel free to give me a call at 920-345-2066 or email me at livestreamjeff@gmail.com. I'd love to talk to you.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. Aubrey Bauer comes up. RBI double in the first inning. That would be the winning run at this moment when the third inning with a 2-0 lead for the Spartans. Gracie Conkle is ready, but Aubrey Bauer still got her hand up. She's not ready yet. The lefty's ready and checks her swing. They didn't check it out at all, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, Maurer, she's always in control of the batter's box. That is for sure.
Takes her time. I have no problem with it if you're good at it.
Oh, yeah.
She fouls that one off. Great battle in her first at-bat to get that double. She fouled off a bunch of pitches. We got it to a 2-2 count after being in a 1-2 count and lined one in the left center field that scored Kendall Plime from first base. 1-1. Popped up on a left field line, hooking foul. Back into a 1-2 count again goes Aubrey Bauer, and still working efficiently on the mound is Gracie Conkle.
Yeah. Gets right after it. Ready to roll. Fires away.
The 1-2. Smoked down the first base line. First base coach got out of the way of that one.
Coach Johnson down there, light on his feet.
Yeah, he wanted to get out of the way. He didn't want no part of that one either.
Yeah, no way. And you know, this will be game 4, I believe, for me for Laconia. And up until yesterday, Aubrey Mauer's had some pretty tough luck this year. And if those start going her way, an already good Laconia team is just going to get that much better.
Must have missed just outside. It's 2-2. Yep, umpire jumped up early out of his stance. I figured he was ready to call it strike 3.
Ready to get the theatrics rolling.
Yep.
Punch someone out.
The 2-2. Smoke center field. That one's got a shot. It's out of here. Aubrey Mauer to center field. A home run.
That is such easy power for Aubrey Mauer. Dead center and just about no doubt.
Yeah, that one was hammered to center field. Center fielder kind of fell over top of the fence, but kind of expect that here. And with those no support like that, you run into it, you're going to roll right over it.
For the Laconia Spartans, number 11.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Lily Schultz. Schultz 0 for 1 of the day.
Schultz another one with 4-bag power.
Low on the first pitch from Conkle. It's 1-0. Now you look at that last inning and getting snapped out at third. Gracie Conkle there. All of a sudden it's a 3-run lead again. That one run could have really been helpful for the Ledgers.
Yeah, and you know, you just wonder how that changes things. Had, you know, the call been different.
That one misses up and away. It's 2-0. Conkle ready in the circle. Winds and fires and had Schultz way out in front. It's 2-1. Healthy cut and a hitter's count.
Yeah, I think the 2-0 green light, but you know, you got one spot that you got to try. That's the only spot you're allowed to swing at. It was there. It just wasn't the speed she thought.
Inside, 3-1, back into a hitter count. Hitter's count goes Lily Schultz.
Yeah, and my guess is same thing. Green light here, as long as you like it. It's got to be a peach, though.
3-1 from Conkle. Ripped down the first base line, just foul. Laconia making a lot of hard contact, just a lot of them are going foul.
Yeah, that one turned on. Just a little ahead still. You know, she's way ahead on that 2-0 pitch. Just a touch ahead there. Can she straighten that out? We'll see.
3-1 fouled off the mask of Haferman. It is a full count, 3-2. Mark Thompson in that YouTube chat saying, let's go Lady Spartans. And 3-0 lead so far against a team that beat you, I think it was 5-1 if I'm correct, earlier in the year. Does that sound right?
Sounds right to me.
I thought that's what the record said. I read it on the thing, but before the game, that one ripped to the 4-3 hole. Diving stop by Galligan, but not in time. Schultz will beat it out and legs out an infield single does Lily Schultz.
That was a great effort from Nevaeh Galligan just to get to that. And just wasn't able to shovel that to the first baseman.
When Westfall will come up. Courtesy runner on to first. I believe it's Merkel. She ran yesterday all the time, but she got a jacket on today, so and their numbers are in the bottom left, so I can't see that far. It is Merkel that came in. Scoring to bunt, getting a good one down Westfall, and the sack bunt works again for the Spartans. That'll bring up Caitlin Lemke.
Good job from Gwen Westfall. And that's the one thing, you know, Laconia, outside of maybe Aubrey Maurer, I think you don't want to sacrifice with her because she's got a chance to leave the yard every time. So, you know, Westfall's got a lot of power too. But they're willing to manufacture runs, and in tight conference games, that's a big deal if you can get it done, and they have been stellar the last couple of outings.
Lemke watches one of the letters for a strike. It's 0-1. Lemke walked in her first at-bat.
Yeah, you were right. Just 3 hits in a 5-1 loss to Springs earlier this year, and Laconia already has as many runs as they had hits the first time around with these two teams.
Allen misses away. It's 1-1. Conkle winds and fires. Chopped to third. Knowles looks her back, throws to first, through the glove of the first baseman. Runner comes around third. Merkel trying to score. Throw goes into Conkle and makes it 4-0. That'll be an E. I don't even know. I would say probably an E3. It should have been caught over at first base by Addison Gantner.
I would agree with that. Good job. I was just going to say, great job by Claire Knowles. She looks back. Merkel, and then it was there in time. I guess the only thing you'd say is maybe sun in the eyes. I don't know, but certainly was there in time, and a good throw.
First pitch in there for a strike to Cambry Johnson. She laid down a sacrifice bunt in her last at-bat. The 0-1. Chopped and fouled off of Haferman. It is 0-2.
A good job by Conkle here to just get this thing back into a pitcher's count. She fell behind to Schultz early, battled her way back, got ahead of Is it Taplin? Yeah.
Yes. No. Lemke,
excuse me.
Yep.
In for Taplin. And then working ahead here.
Grounded to Nevaeh Galligan throws the first in time. Tierney Madigan will come up now. Galligan's been busy today over at second base. That's like 4th hit ball to her, I believe.
Sure has. And, Conkle isn't going to blow anything past you speed-wise, but she's got Laconia off balance just enough that she's forcing opposite field contact. So that tells you about her location. It's really, really good on that outside corner.
Madigan lined a single the last time. She goes right back up the box. Going to be a tough play for Galligan. They're not going to get her. Infield single for Tierney Madigan and an RBI. It's 5-0.
Yeah, and Galligan got there as quick as she could. She's got a good arm. She had no chance.
Especially with Madigan being a lefty out of the box.
I was just going to say.
Not a chance.
She's 3/4 of the way down the line before the ball gets to her. And that was a case where maybe not hit as sharply as it could have been, and that certainly helped her beat that one out.
In there for a strike to Molly Dool. It's 0-1.
Up near the buttons.
You know what? If they're going to call it consistent, and he's been calling it, I
yeah.
don't care. That's my biggest thing in
I'm
this.
okay with the high strikes.
Lined into right field. Right fielder ranges over. Gets over her head. One hops the wall. A double for Molly Dool. Madigan's going to score. Dool's going to keep running. Throw goes into third. She's tagged out, but the run will score. It's 6-0.
Yeah, Madigan got in there. We'll get confirmation of that. Madigan did get in before the tag was made. So they'll have to discuss this, make sure that the umpires were on the same page with that.
Yeah, the run scores to make it 6-0. But we'll be back after these messages on Jeff's live streams. Spartans lead 6-0 after 3. We head to the top half of the 4th inning. We'll be back from Tom Halfman Memorial Field after this.
Born from a single retail project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. Retail is changing, and it's changing fast. No matter where you are, what you do, or how you sell products to your customers, we're with you every step of the way to lay the groundwork for whatever lies ahead. Building trust through results, and our commitment to provide a customer-driven experience without question. With 4 generations at the foundation of WDS, we've built a reliable client base and a passionate team to bring big-time experience, commitment, and satisfaction to your next project. Because we are built to build better.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. 6-0 lead for the Spartans. First pitch to Claire Knowles in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, see if Knowles can get something rolling here for Springs to start off this 4th inning. Just got to chip a few back here if you're the Ledgers.
That one popped up. It's going to be out of play. It's 0-2.
Obviously easier said than done against Lily Schultz.
Schultz in the 0-2, fouled back by Knowles again. It stays 0-2. Good battle.
Yeah, and Knowles is just an experienced hitter and someone who is, it's very, very difficult to strike her out. You just got to continue to make good pitches and let your defense play behind you.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout of the day for Lily Schultz. Blew the high heat by her.
Oh, man, that one. Schultz, when she's up 0-2, is a different animal to deal with. And that's how she's worked today. She's just operated from ahead, and it's been the recipe for success.
Mathis watches the first pitch, pops it up, ranging back. Bone makes the grab. Quick 2 outs so far in this inning for the Ledgers.
Yeah, Emma Bone is just so smooth at the shortstop position. A couple of really good shortstops today. Bone and Malia Galligan, who's at the plate here.
Needs something to get going here for the Ledgers. Running out of time here. That one popped up. Heads up, going to hit the top of the... Yeah, I thought that was coming for us, Jordan. It hit the pole, and it started bouncing toward us. I was ready. I had my hand ready over your head.
Thank you. I felt safe enough. My head's hard enough.
Schultz working in the 0-1 count. Tried to get her to chase up. It's 1-1.
Yeah, good discipline there from Galligan. She's another of the young Springs players that just feels like she's more of a veteran, and a nice knock here.
Went with the pitch, outside corner, throws it to right center. They snapped her to first, try to make sure she's all right there. It's a rocket of a throw from Emma Bone.
You're trusting Taplin there, because that one would have gone through the fence. Oh my!
Well, even that play she had to end the game yesterday, it was a tough play. A slow roller comes in on it and makes a throw from inside where the bag was. That brings up Addison Gantner, the first baseman. That one fouled off.
Yeah. Good aggressiveness here from Springs. They've had a couple of players that have attacked some first pitch strikes and just fouled them off. See if they can put something together here. Chases
the high heat. It's 0-2. Schultz been waiting for someone to chase that in an 0-1 count and finally gets it.
Yeah, and if I'm Schultz, I'm going right back there, right? See if we can get another chase.
The 0-2. That one lined down the right field line. Foul. Just tailed a little bit too much on Gantner.
Yeah, that's the second one they've had that's been close and foul. You know, it's just like you just got to be saying, man, we got to get one of these to bounce our way.
Nonetheless, actually, that was the first hit of the game for the Ledgers. Fouled back off the umpire. Hopefully he is all right. By Galligan. I didn't even think about that at the time.
Yeah. They've had plenty of traffic, but you're right.
All walks.
All walks and
still in an 0-2 count. Good battle from Gantner. That one popped up. Oh, I was ready for it. Blyme trying to run through the fence and run us over.
I was take the charge there for sure.
I was standing my ground. My feet were set. The table was set. I ain't going anywhere.
That would have looked like a Buffalo Bills tailgate had she come crashing through the fence. But you mentioned it. That's I think the fourth foul ball from Gantner, make it 5.
Yep.
And she just keeps battling away.
She's looking like the Bee Gees right now. Staying alive. I've been waiting to say that one all year long.
Check it off.
Yeah.
Never say it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting for my just a bit outside again. I can always give one of those in the broadcast. That one low into the dirt, good stop from Blyme behind there. All right, the other day I gave my favorite one from that movie is not the just a bit outside. It's the how can these guys be laying off pitches so close when the ball's 10 feet above the guy's head.
Yeah.
1-2. Checked her swing. Oh, they said she went around for strike 3 and the sixth strikeout of the day for Lily Schultz. One runner left out on one hit.
That's the third one that I think Springs has been on the wrong side of. That, oh man, I didn't see that one. I did not see that one.
Nonetheless, 6-0 Spartans lead after 3.5. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. We'll be back after these messages on Jeff's live stream.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6.
And Mabone to lead things off, the leadoff hitter for the Spartans. First pitch from Gracie Conkle, up and away. It's 1-0.
Upset alert, and this will be of interest to Laconia fans. They're locked up with Lemire, and they'll play them on Friday.
Hit off the hands, popped up. Galligan grabs it. Malia Galligan.
Nice play. She's, we mentioned about Emma Bone, as smooth as she is, so is Galligan, and she's just a sophomore.
It's like the Spartans scored another run over there for baseball.
But anyways, Lemire is down to their final out, and they're trailing Winnebago Lutheran 1-0, according to Game Changer.
That one hammered down the left field line. Foul. Would have been a double for Kendall Plime at least.
Yeah, she's sneaky speed for Kendall Plime. You mentioned it. She scored from first the first time through. She was halfway to second when that ball hit the ground. So.
A long strike one. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Yeah. Want to check out the boys' game? Makai Ackerman and Dom Ackerman over on the call right now. I think it just made it 6-1 if I remember correctly. 7-1 now. In there for a strike it is on the outside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I've seen Campbell sport enough as well. I was really surprised they weren't in the Division II rankings, but that's a tough lineup that Pino's taking care of right now. Oh,
hammered left field. Nice catch out in left field. What a play.
Mathis out there just made that one look easy. The freshman ranged over and snared it.
Tough play, too. Ball tailing away. I don't think it would have got out of here. Probably would have hit the fence on the fly.
That was hit really hard, and that's a double all day for Kendall Plime, and a plus play from Sophia Mathis.
Well, the player of the game right now, in my opinion, would be Aubrey Maurer. 2 RBIs with a double, and they're going to intentionally walk her. And an intentional walk. And a home run as well. But
she's pretty good at that. She's got the intentional walk bat flip down. She's suffered that fate quite a bit.
It'll bring up the pitcher, Lily Schultz. Gwen Westfall waits on deck. Schultz went around on that one in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Schultz down the right field line, off the fence. It'll be a double. Maurer will stop at third. So, I mean, your intentional walk maybe didn't work. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position with Gwen Westfall coming up.
Yeah, I guess the only way you would say that was productive is that maybe Maurer would have doubled and then she would have scored. I don't know.
Merkel will come out and run again. Gwen Westfall at the plate, the center fielder. Westfall 0 for 1 on the day.
That was a great, I mean, finally some really solid contact there from Lily Schultz. She had a couple seeing eye singles yesterday, but you could tell she was just missing them, and that one was peppered.
2 down, first pitch to Westfall, inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Back-to-back really hard hits from the Spartans. One of them just ended up being an out.
Yeah, you said it.
I always say this, the baseball is the one sport where you can do something perfect and get a negative result. Westfall with a hard hack there, but good movement on that pitch from Conkle. Blew it by her.
Yeah, as they say about baseball and softball, it's a failure sport, right? You're going to fail the majority of the time, and how do you battle with that, and how do you deal with that?
Next pitch high to Westfall. It is 1-2. Kaylin Lemke waiting on deck, the designated hitter or designated player today. The 1-2 from Conkle. Hammer down a left field line, hooking. It could be fair. It's just foul. I couldn't tell that from here. I have no idea.
No way.
I have no idea. I couldn't see it.
That is 3 that have been hit down that line. I saw Coach Scott Ritzma. He put out about 3 inches. That's what he felt it was foul by. But a foul ball from Plime, that foul ball from Westfall, and then the one that was caught by Mathis. 3 really hard hit balls down that left field line, and none of them going for hits.
2-2. Others, the Spartans have done a very good job of piecing the ball up today. They've had a lot of hard hit balls, whether they were foul or the grounders have even been hit hard. 2-2 up and away, runs it full. Yesterday, that would have been strike 3. This during the umpire we had yesterday, and he was calling them away. But he was consistent about it, and I didn't care.
Yep.
Full count, 2 outs. The payoff pitch from Conkle. Fouled off, staying alive.
And
Westfall.
That's part of the, and for those people that don't want the automatic pitch calling, the electronic umpires, part of being a good pitcher is figuring out where you get that strike, right? And then adjusting to it and pitching your game.
Fouled off again. Back-to-back foul balls from Westfall. Stays alive.
I think it's an 8-pitch at bat now, I believe.
I believe so as well.
For Glenn Westfall, and just continuing to stay in it. Couple of ducks on the pond, as they say. Opportunities.
Conkle ready, comes home. Fouled off again. That one he wanted to stop. That one wasn't hit hard enough for Scott. He said, I'll knock that one down with my foot. Westfall battling to stay alive here.
Pretty good soccer skills down there.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Coach Ritzemai, maybe in a previous life.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, nice pitch
outside
from Conkle.
Corner. Got her. She was out in front of that as well. Conkle did a great job.
Great spot.
Stranding 2 runners right there are the Ledgers. But we head to the top of the 5th. They're down 6. Time running out. And we'll be back after these messages from Tom Halfman Memorial Field.
I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The outdoor golf season is just...
Number 6, Tessa Ritter.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. I lost my camera for a second there. Now I'm going to have to figure out why.
As Justin does that, I'll just say this. According to Game Changer, which can be incorrect, so don't take this for gospel just yet, but Winnebago Lutheran just knocked off Lamira 1-0. And if that's true, that would be the upset of the year in the conference if that's the case. 1-0 the final, and Nora Buskey with 15 strikeouts.
Gets the loss.
Yeah, there's hard luck losses, and then there's 15 strikeouts and 2 hits and an unearned run. That would be a hard luck loss in the circle. So just 6 hits scattered. Addison Peterson picks up the win if that's the case.
That's bunt popped up. Diving catch.
What a play.
What a play by Molly Dool. Wow.
Dool with a great first step to get there, laid out, and made the play.
Lauren Bauer.
So if that's true and Laconia can hang on here, that means the Spartans go to first place by themselves, which is a 4-way tie just yesterday, and chance here for Laconia to get some separation atop. Oof.
Oh, watch out, everybody.
There.
Good call over there, though. Everybody yelling. I like that. Make sure everybody stays on their toes.
And the only thing that I've seen that's more potentially hazardous is at Campbell Sport, when there's a baseball game going on and there's a track meet going on, you can have foul balls that end up out on the track, and now you got real problems. So
yeah, that could hurt. Mark Thompson saying, really appreciate you guys calling the game. It's a good one, too, and we always like calling, especially the flyway games. I enjoy coming back and watching some of these games. Bunt down, and Dool. Back-to-back good plays by Molly Dool on bunts.
Yeah, she is just, Molly Dool, who was a freshman and sophomore, was the MVP of the track and field in the flyway conference. Was a state qualifier in cross country multiple times, a great distance runner in track and field, qualified for state a season ago, and this year, final season, going to give softball a try. She's been a big addition at third base. Just like Madigan out in left field. She's, these are positions that last year you lost just 2 or 3 players to graduation. How are you going to fill them? Well, you got some seniors that maybe you weren't expecting to have on the program, and they've played bigger roles.
0-1. Schultz 6 strikeouts on the mound today, if I'm correct. I don't pay for game changer, so I can't tell exactly how much is in there, and I don't have the exact stats. But my head stats say 6 strikeouts. She did go there, and Gracie Conkle, it's 1-2.
You'd be correct. Your mental capabilities are vastly superior to the rest of us, Justin.
No, I'm just shouldn't be. Way too many concussions for that. That one popped up.
Oh, I got this one.
I was all ready for it. It would have hurt my hand, but I was ready for it.
Yeah, I'd have dropped that, but I'd have given it 110%. That's for sure.
I was ready to that fully got me back into catching. The mask was ready to come off and glove was ready to come up. I was ready to go.
Don't throw these headsets around. They cost a pretty penny.
I'm aware. I bought these ones. These ones aren't Jeff's. They're mine. They're the refurbished ones, so they're only like 180. Only.
But, we've seen a lot of foul balls today. It just tells you the stuff that these two pitchers have. Good job by Conkle to hold up there and run this thing full, looking for a third walk today.
Third walk of the day. Unbelievable.
And I'll say, they're being a little careful, right? You're not going to give her anything great to hit with 2 out, nobody on, but they're coming after her. It's not an unintentional intentional walk, right? They're pitching to her and coming after her, and she's just battling away.
Fouls that one off her foot. It's 3-2. And all her walks have come off of 3-2 counts as well. It tells you the patience you have right there, and then 3-ball and a 2-strike count.
Yeah, she's seen a lot of pitches from Schultz, and that one lazily popped over to first, and a nice play there.
Taplin makes the play. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. A 6-0 lead for the Spartans. Boy, time running out for the Ledger Spartans. Those 2 runs they left on kind of hurting them a little bit because they could have potentially had a 10-run rule in the bottom of this inning. But we'll be back with the bottom half of the 5th inning on Jeff's live streams.
Around the corner. Now is the time to go to the Rock and use the indoor simulator to be prepared. Call to set up a tee time for an hour. Hang out at the bridges at the Rock before or after the simulator. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation for the simulator or call. Better yet, swing out to the bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
Spring is here, and it's time for a tune-up at PT Tire and Service. Get your vehicle ready for those sunny drives with a thorough checkup. From oil changes and tire rotations to brake inspections and fluid top-offs, they've got you covered. Don't forget to check your wipers and battery, too. Swing by PT Tire and Service in Brandon for a spring refresh, ensuring your ride is safe and smooth all season long. Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you.
Now the one thing that...
Welcome back. Keelan Lemke to lead things off here. Conkle still on the mound. The first pitch coming from Gracie Conkle. Swing and a miss at the high heat. It's 0-1. Lemke made a face back at the dugout like I shouldn't have swung at that one.
Yeah, and that's really, we have not seen many uncompetitive chases like that. She did that one.
Tad bit outside. Just a bit outside.
That was a nice looking pitch from Conkle.
1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Galligan throws first in time. Galligan been busy over at second base today. Makes another play.
Great job to charge it there and make a nice throw.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Cambry Johnson. Tierney Madigan will wait on deck. One down. Conkle ready. Nice pitch inside corner at the letters for a strike. It's 0-1. About as perfectly placed as you could get, in my opinion.
Work ahead. That's what you're looking for.
0-1 with one out. Same spot. Johnson looks again. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and Conkle's done such a good job of painting that outside corner that I think it just surprised Cambry Johnson that she's come inside with the first two pitches. There it is, down and away. Another great spot from Gracie Conkle.
That's either, a lot of the times it's a foul ball, strike three, or it's a slow ground ball.
Yeah.
Hard to piece up a pitch that's blowing inside.
You got to throw the bat at it.
Yeah. Unless another 0-2 pitch coming. Up and away, 1-2. Spartans done a really good job when they've been down in counts today, fouling pitches off, taking their balls. They've done a great job battling back the even strike counts.
Yeah, and it's just patience and it's trusting your eyes. There's that low and away pitch, another one to Galligan.
And she'll make the play again. Back-to-back 4-3 putouts. That'll bring up the lefty, Tierney Madigan.
That's kind of why she's been so busy is, again, you're hammering that outside corner. There's not much else you can do with it.
Ooh, little R roll. So two down.
If that doesn't prompt Tierney Madigan to get a base knock here, then
in there for a strike. Speaking of base knock, she's 2 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, and she's starting. You can see she's whatever rust and dust there was. She's knocked it off, and now you get a couple of hitters like Duell and Madigan at the end of the order, where now you're dangerous down there, and if you can get some base runners for Emma Bone, well, now she starts hitting 3-run homers.
A lot of my family that played in Lemire softball, they're all slap hitters. So many. I have not seen a slap hitter all year long. I think I've seen one slap hitter all year long. Can you imagine Tierney Madigan as a slap hitter?
Unstoppable.
The 0-2.
Oh,
hammer.
That is not
right
slapped
field.
At all.
It's out of here. Madigan with a solo shot to right.
That was pumped out of here from Tierney Madigan.
A line drive shot. You talked about yesterday, maybe someone you thought could have the power to do it. I don't think she'd hit one all year. There you go.
Even cracked a smile around in third base. How about that?
I don't think I saw her crack a smile in basketball season
No.
at all.
No.
Never.
No, an assassin out on the basketball court.
That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter and third baseman, Molly Duell.
But I guess there you go. There's all the proof that you need. There's your 8-hole hitter who is just got oodles and oodles of athletic ability and is now starting to put together the bat and ball part of it. And
unbelievable.
It's
unbelievable.
It's
That's the easiest way to say it. Duell fouls one off. 4. Always got to get 4 in. That one looks like Coach Chris over there was getting out of the way. He ducked it right away.
All right, well, if you had a glove, I'm sure you'd have snared it.
Duell in an 0-2 count with 2 down.
I'm sure he could play ball back in the day.
Good changeup from Conkle. Had Duell way out in front for the strikeout. But damage done again. A home run from Tierney Madigan makes it 7-rip. We'll be back with the top half of the 6th inning after this on Jeff's live stream.
Or call 920-346-TIRE to schedule an appointment. Your car will thank you.
Terry Holes and Ada Shun-Jones Realty is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. With over 20 years of full-time experience in the real estate industry, Terry has had the privilege of helping clients buy and sell homes and properties totaling hundreds of millions of dollars. His deep knowledge of the market, attention to detail, and commitment to clients has driven his success and made each transaction a positive experience. Terry was born and raised in Oakfield. He and his family have deep ties to the community. Terry knows this area when it comes to real estate. Contact Terry at 920-238-5558 for all your realty needs in the greater Oakfield area. Or check him out on Facebook at Terry Holz Realtor.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Welcome back. Top half of the 6th inning. It'll bring up, gotta remember my numbers. Nevaeh Galligan, the second baseman, who's had a busy day over at second base today. She'll bat with the catcher Aubrey Haferman waiting on deck. And Claire Knowles, the third baseman, in the hole. Lily Schultz trying to continue her efficient day so far. Only 79 pitches so far for Lily Schultz. First pitch, popped up. We talked about efficiency. Well, there's efficiency. Cambry Johnson makes the grab.
Yeah, and part of that is, Spring's approach here seems to be aggressive, find something early that you can drive. But you're right, she's just continued to pound the zone.
That brings up the catcher, Aubrey Haferman. First pitch from Schultz. A good one outside corner at the knees, 0-1. She doesn't lose velocity throughout the game to me, which is unbelievable.
Yeah, and I had seen somewhere, it might have been on X, that she's starting to touch low 60s, mid 60s in some of these throwing camps in the travel season and club ball, and that's where you start to maybe get some looks for the next level. So, be interesting. She's just from last year to this year, there's been a big change, and it's pretty clear she's put in a lot of work in the off season.
Ellen misses up, 2-1. Board says 2-0, but it's 2-1. We got over there
8-1.
Still 8-1.
Yeah.
Low to Haferman. It is 3-1. Kind of one of these points now where you get into a 3-ball count, and if there's one or no strikes, you ain't swinging at all. That one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she is. And through the 5-6 hole with a line drive, base hit. Probably the hardest hit ball for the Ledgers all day long.
Yeah.
It was a good swing.
Yeah, absolutely. Malia Galligan had the liner to right center, and you're right. Those are about the only two line drives that we've seen. We've seen two that have been close and foul. Other than that, it's been blooped pop-ups for Springs. See if Claire Knowles can get something going here with Haferman on base.
Up and away. Blind with a good stop back there. It's 1-0. A lot of times you don't say there's a double play opportunity in softball, but with your shortstop being Emma Bone, anything hit the second base, there's a chance. Not anymore. On a pop-up on the infield, Cambry Johnson ranges over in foul territory, and she dropped it.
Long way to go, and I don't think the wind helped.
Taplin's got to be able to get off the bag there and try to make that play. That's a tough play for a second baseman.
Yeah, and I think Johnson thought she had a beat on it, and then it just kept drifting and drifting. But I think you're right. It would have been a shorter trip for Taplin, but again, we don't know the conversation. Nice knock there from Claire Knowles, and a couple runners on, so don't go anywhere with Mathis coming to the plate. She's had some big base hits. The freshman for Springs.
Must have thought the H was N when drawing for the announcers, but no, I mean, this is it. You're two runners on. The Ledgers trying to get something rolling here. First pitch to Mathis inside, 1-0. Back-to-back hard hit balls, though, for the Ledgers. But they say the third time through the order is when your OPS and your OPS plus slugging goes up.
Yep, and that's why in the MLB, why we don't see any pitchers go past about 5 innings now, which is
not Fastball Freddy. Fastball Freddy is good for 7, 9 strikeouts, 2 runs given up on 2 home runs, and a loss. And 2 hits and one walk.
I wouldn't know. Oh, that's hit hard.
Grounded to Bone. Bone goes to third. What a smart play by Emma Bone.
Yeah, and she was going to see if she was a good job running there, though, by Haferman, because Bone initially was going to try to tag her.
Yep.
And a good job by Haferman to kind of establish her base path far enough away from the shortstop. And they kind of teach you that, to get out past the shortstop so you don't run into a tag there, because then it would have been a double play with Bone's arm.
By the way, that's my biggest pet peeve with the Brewers. Fastball Freddy, you know. he goes 7 innings with how many strikeouts and never gets a win. Outside corner for a strike. Nice pitch from Lily Schultz. Hasn't had a strikeout in a while.
Good pitch and a nice frame job from Plime as well. That one looked off the plate, but she made it look better.
The sophomore battery mates in there for a strike again.
Same thing there. That one, I thought that was a touch high, and she brought it down.
Does a good job not snapping and
turning
more.
Very.
And it's as a former catcher, I appreciate it.
Very fluid with it, and it's a skill.
Go two, popped up. It's trouble, it's down. Around third, Knowles stops a throw into Plime. Now they got her caught in a rundown.
Got to go if you're Knowles. Got to go
Tag.
if you're Knowles.
And they're going to leave her alone. I think Emma Bone really could have tagged her out.
I think so, too. And Springs kind of Houdini'd themselves out of that one.
Yep, but the bases are now loaded. Nonetheless.
Chance here for Addison Gantner to just chip away here.
Gantner, a familiar name for Brewers fans.
Yeah.
Jimmy Gantner, longtime second baseman. Actually, his nephew was one of my best friends from Lamira. Yeah.
The more you know.
Our second baseman when I was at Lamira. That one chopped.
Tough play here for Schultz.
Got nowhere to go with it. An infield single for Gantner. Her best option would have been coming home to Plime. And a run will score and shut out no more. It's 7-1.
Yeah,
Base is still loaded.
We were kind of talking about this. It's just like Springs just needed a few of these bounces to go their way, and there you go. That one pops up a little bit into the glove of Schultz, and she couldn't quite handle it. Would have been a tough throw anyways.
Oh, yeah.
And that was one she might have held on to, because you throw that one down the right field line, and then you could have really made that a bad play. But
a little extra zip on that one from Schultz to Tessa Gitter.
Gitter's another one. Gitter's been tough at the bottom of this lineup.
The 0-1. Blew it by her. It's 0-2.
If you find Green, at least get a couple in. And we obviously want to have a discussion here. This is a big moment in the sixth where Springs could really start to tighten this thing up.
I mean, you think here you can get a single, anything in grass, a chance that Malia Galligan will score. And for sure you're going to have Mathis from third scoring.
You're only a couple away from the top of the lineup for the next inning as well. So if you can get yourself to 3 or 4, you never know. Might be able to find a way.
Those always make me nervous. Our new cameras in the fence, and I think they look really good behind the plate. But man, it makes me nervous of them to get hit. The 0-2 popped up. Going to be a tough play coming in on it. Westfall, fantastic center fielder, makes it look easy. And one run on a couple hits for the Ledgers, and the bases left stranded. 7-1. We head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Spartans rolling here from Tom Halfman Memorial Field.
We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The Rock Golf Club combines a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of
Yeah.
Welcome back here on Jeff's live streams. Leadoff batter Emma Bone to lead off for the third time today in inning. Doesn't happen a lot that would happen like that, but nonetheless, first pitch from Conkle in there for a strike.
I won't say what that means for Molly Dool. I won't say that.
Nope, you're not wrong. That being said, Emma Bone 0 for 3 on the day.
That is a collector's item.
Yep.
If you can keep her off the base paths, that's one you can.
The thing is you keep her off the base paths, but she's so good defensively that she can make her mark on the game that way as well as she fouls that one back, and it's a 1-2 count.
Yeah, and we were talking about the fail nature of baseball and softball, and that's what good players do. Is it's not going to be your night at the plate every game, because that's just, at the high school level, if you're batting in the 400s to 500s, that means you're half the time you're getting out, right? And so how can you impact the game elsewhere? And good defensively, good on the base paths. If you can draw a walk, that's how you do that.
Hammered right field. Right fielder comes in on it, makes the grab. Nice play by Tennies out in right field. She entered the game into right field. Another hard hit ball for the Spartans that ends in what you like to say, the perfect. When you hit a perfect, and it's right at somebody.
Yeah.
Bone did a great job, went with the pitch, but just right to the right fielder. That'll bring up Kendall Plime, who's also 0 for 3 in the day, and watches a first pitch strike. You think, you're at a point where you got all these players that are 0 for on the Spartans. Where are they getting the runs from? Well, it's been the middle to the bottom of the order today for them. And another outside corner strike.
I think Plime has she walked once?
No, this has got her 0 for 3. Straight up 0 for 3.
Just must have been on from an error earlier.
Yes. Chops one towards the 5-6 hole. Knowles on the first. Nice play. Nice play from Claire Knowles.
Yeah, we've mentioned Nevaeh Galligan a bunch today at second base, but Knowles has been good at third as well. Good job there to charge the ball, because
this point where they shove her to first again. Nope, they're going to pitch to her.
No one on base, 2 outs.
Yeah, they did. The last time with no one on base and 2 outs, they pitched to her. They didn't pitch to her. That one skied into right center field. Right fielder coming in on it. It's going to drop between the center fielder and the second baseman. Just miscommunication in center field. Nobody really went after it right away.
Yeah, I don't think Galligan had a good beat on that one at all. And so
she's kind of looking right into the sun as that goes up.
Yeah, that's a tough play.
Nonetheless, that makes Bauer 3 for 3. Triple away from the cycle. Nice changeup from Conkle. Drops back into the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. I don't think Bauer will get another at bat, but
if she does, Springs has done something pretty incredible in the top of the next inning.
And by then, if she would come back up, the game would be over if they scored. She came back up in the other part of it. So in this
inning, we'd have to be extras for sure.
Yep. The 1-1. Schultz pops one foul. Schultz 2 for 3 on the day. That hard hit ball to right field her last time up. She pulled that one for that double. That moved her and Bauer to second and third, where they were left stranded. A 1-2 count with Lily Schultz. Gracie Conkle ready. Works in, comes home, just missed, made it 2-2. That one was close.
Another good spot. That down and away, just pounds that spot, and
she knows where she's got to put it.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Change up in the dirt, and the full count with 2 down. Bauer will be in motion on the pitch, or when it crosses the plate, I believe, right? Is that it? Yeah. Crosses the plate. Technically.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Trying to figure that one out.
That one chopped to first. Easy play for Gantner. We head to the 7th. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, one left on base.
Bottom top coming up here for Springs.
Bottom top coming up. They need 6 at least. We'll be back after these messages on Jeff's live streams.
Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, many of the holes on the front 9 play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion. Sam's Well Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of Sam's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to Sam's service offering. The water sampling lab.
That sounds good enough. Denny's, who came into right field, will lead off this half inning. Top of the 7th, bottom top. Kenny's batting in the 9th hole, and Conkle will wait on deck.
One of the 5 of this really strong senior class for Springs, and got some good young players, but they're gonna miss these 5 next year for sure.
First pitch was a strike. Schultz misses high. It's 1-1. She's been really trying to get that high chase on that 0-1 pitch. She's only got it once today.
Enough success to keep trying it, and she's gotten that first pitch strike across enough to be able to go to it.
Chop to Johnson. Throw to Taplin. Almost threw that one in the dirt.
Yeah, she was so close that an overhand is really hard to accurately throw, and
yeah.
she, that was almost a disaster, and that's kind of what Springs would have needed. You get Springs, if you can get someone on, JL Tenney's at the bottom of the order, then Conkle comes up, and now you get the top of the order. Got out of it. Did Laconia, excuse me.
Yeah.
8-2 is the lead over there.
First pitch high to Greasy Conkle. Mackay Ackerman and Dom Ackerman on the call over there. Chop, foul. Wally with not much reaction time over there. He didn't want to play that one. He wasn't as on it as Scott was with the slow roller.
He's locked in. He still believes. He got to.
Still got 2 outs to play with. Conkle watches one up by her eyes. Her vision today at the plate has been fantastic. She's 0 for 1 with 3 walks. Or 2 walks.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell she's just she's played a ton of softball. She's very, very good.
Down the right field line, hooking foul.
It's like you need one of those to get down if you're Springs. You need one of it's just so much bad luck. Some 50-50 calls, 60-40 calls that haven't gone your way, and that's just been today for Springs, and Laconia's taken advantage.
2-2 count. Could Conkle get into another full count? Would be every at-bat she's had today. And she will.
Pretends to be shocked.
That was the announcer, unjinx, because I called it. Because it doesn't exist at all, according to Jeff. The payoff pitch coming home. Popped up. Climbs, spins around, doesn't know where it is.
I think Plime was someone yelled her name from the dugout, and she's like, "That doesn't help me." She's saying, "Where is it? You got to tell me where it is. Don't tell me what my name is. I know that already."
That's one of those things where, and as a former catcher, you don't see a lot of catchers pop that mask off right away nowadays. Outside ball for third walk of the day for Gracie Conkle. You see a lot of them looking with the mask because the mask holes are big and you can do it. But I was in the generation where you're taught to get that thing off as fast as possible and then find it because it's harder to find it with the mask on. Nevaeh Galligan will come up. Great day over at second base. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. I really enjoy that someone's playing Fiorelise as their batting song. Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, do what you got to do.
Yeah, like that is zen, I like to say.
Nothing like putting yourself to sleep.
Yeah, no, I love
the
that.
Plate.
That is my meditation song from when I played.
Oh,
bowling pitch. Conkle's going to move up a base.
Just saw the
standing halfway between second.
Just saw the Generations Lanes logo up in the corner. And
yep, exactly. Got to get over there and got to talk to Jeremy. We're planning on doing. He also captains salmon charters.
Okay,
well, Jeremy
all
Brenner,
right.
Yep,
very good.
An angling only guide service. So we're talking about getting one set up as a group. That'll be fun.
Absolutely.
Splits the plate.
Nothing better than a day out. Well, maybe a day out at the ballpark, right? That might be the
Close.
best. But day out on the water.
Depending upon
not
where
much
you
better.
are. Depending upon where you are.
That's true. That's true.
2-1.
That's
a little
got
flare.
eyes,
It's going to get down.
And that's okay. You know, if in a one-run game, you say maybe you take the chance for Conkle there and you try, but you need 6, so there's no reason to even attempt to send her home there, and just let's from a Springs perspective, you're saying let's just keep stringing base hits together, and here comes Aubrey Haferman.
Just slowly chip away. You need 6, so. With 2 down, with 1 out, you got to be able to do it. But a little flare, it's going to get down. Throw's going to go to first. What a play by Emma Ball. I mean, I'd say the foot came off the base.
Yeah, they did. I was just saying the throw beat her by a bunch.
Yeah, all right. We'll see if probably not anywhere near to in time on that. No, I'm not, of course.
But did see Gracie Conkle crossing home plate, and that's 7-2 now. And Claire Knowles, and it's so hard to get through the Springs order once, let alone here the 4th time, and they're starting to put together some contact.
Grounded the bone, she does the right thing, goes to third, and now you got to do everything with 1 out, or with 1 out to play with. That'll bring up Mathis. So 2 down. 7-2 lead for the Spartans.
Mathis, Malia Galligan, Gantner. These are the batters that Springs will have. Try to find 5 runs out of this.
Mathis again chases that high fastball from Schultz.
She did on the second pitch of the last at bat as well. And good pitchers and good pitching coaches, as Coach Maurer is, they remember that.
I'm the one with the good memory, huh? Yeah. The 0-1 from Schultz. Fouled off her foot.
Yeah.
Good call. Thank you. The other day I had one in the Waupun game. Clearly went off the kid's knee. He went down, and they threw it the first, called him out. The other team was in the dugout before they finally made the decision that it was a foul ball.
Yeah, had that situation pop up in the Campbellsport Lemira game the first time around. Campbellsport obviously was on the wrong side of it, and that one was hit very hard, but very
foul.
That was in a cricket direction right there.
See, Scott would have been moving on that one. Wally, he just stands still. He's all right. I'll take it.
Stoic.
I like it. Oh, this #1 message trying to tell me that this is admiring a new computer. That's why. Swing and a miss. A fitting way to end that one. Lily Schultz hadn't had a strikeout in a long time. I think you got the ability to check the stats. I think that was her 7th of the game, if not the 8th. The Spartans win this one, and, well, they're in sole possession of first place in this conference today.
Yeah,
Finally.
and you thought they probably thought they were going to have to. That was going to have to come up on Friday when they play Lamira, and they gotta. If for Laconia, this was going to be a big week. Mayville, Springs, Lamira, and you get the first two done in ultra convincing fashion. If you told them at the start of the week they were going to go 22-2 in these two games, outscore their opponents 22-2, they'd have taken that every day of the week. And now they got to finish it up on Friday. WLA just did a huge favor for you if you're Laconia. Now an opportunity for you. You got to get out there and see if you can't figure out a way to get a multi-game lead against a couple of different teams in this conference.
Yeah, we're just going to wrap things up right here, Jordan and I. I got to get some stuff over to Mackay and help him out in a second. But the Spartans win 7-2. They move into, they're sole place. They already pretty much were in sole possession. If they got beat by Lamira, it would have been a different story.
Right.
A little bit of different things going on there. But now they're in sole possession of first place, and that's 8 in a row.
Yeah, and they're playing their best softball right now. Ever since they haven't lost in conference since Springs beat them early in the year, and Springs is going through Springs back-to-back losses on back-to-back nights, and so they're obviously in a place where they got to figure some things out. They're going to be right in it in the conference race. Laconia's still got to play Lamira. They still got to play Mayville. They got to play Campbellsport again. Quite frankly, Campbellsport should have beat Laconia the first time around. That one goes into extras. But the point is, Laconia is rounding into form, and we saw the same exact thing happen last year, maybe a little bit later in the season last year, where Laconia all of a sudden turned from a really nice flyweight team to a state contender. And we're seeing the same thing happen. Early in the season, they were a really nice flyweight team. They were going to contend for the flyweight conference. Maybe they win it. Now, they're a team that's going to be ranked, I would imagine, inside the top 5. We'll see when the next poll comes out. And they're going to be someone that no one wants to see in the postseason. But once you get to the playoffs, it's Lamira, it's Mayville. You got to see all these teams. Thankfully, Springs is down in Division 4, so you clear at least one of those teams out. But you got to play tough competition because you got to beat the flyweight again for the third time, and that's just so difficult. But I really like what I've seen from Laconia. These last 2 games have been ultra impressive. That's an understatement to say the least. But we talked about all sorts of names that we mentioned today. Kendall Plime, was 0 for 3, 0 for 4, whatever she finished. Still great behind the plate.
Yeah.
Still, great base running to give Laconia the early lead. In the 8th spot, Tierney Madigan got her first home run tonight. All sorts of different positives that you can take from what Laconia has done the last couple of games. And just one note on Springs. I am not selling any of my Springs stock, right? I am buying low here on St. Mary's Springs. They're in Division 4. They do have a tough sectional, but they're going to be just fine. Gracie Conkle is an absolute superstar for them, and Nevaeh Galligan, Malia Galligan up the middle are good. They just got a great team, and ran into a couple of really good teams in Lamira and Laconia the last couple of days, and that happens in a long season, right?
And especially in a conference like this, and in about every sport we have in this conference, you have your powerhouses. You have that point where it's the same thing. It's a broken record. We talk about it. We talk about it in baseball.
Yep.
The top 4 teams in the conference just beating each other, and then the Lamira baseball did the same thing. They took a stinker. They lost to North Fond du Lac.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. The kid from North Fond du Lac is a fantastic pitcher.
Yep.
But they took a stinker. They lost to North Fond du Lac. The softball team takes a stinker. And if you ask Coach Ritzma, he'll tell you the same thing. He said that Springs lost to them. He said it to me the other day. He thought it was a stinker too.
Yep.
One that they shouldn't have lost.
Yeah, and I've, talking to Emma Bone after that game as well, it was just one where they felt the energy was not at the standards that Laconia has set for themselves. And so, you
live and you learn.
Absolutely. And Laconia is playing some great softball right now.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in and listening to Jordan and I, and we Obviously, we could sit here and talk about flyweight sports all night long because I like talking about them and he likes talking about them. But some people got to go shoot some trap right now. Maybe. We'll see if I can get out there and get a couple clays fired at. I don't like shooting in the dark, but I'm going to have to tonight, which is fine. Guess it is what it is, right? It's only week 1, so I just got to do my sign-up tonight, but wanted to make sure I got that done right away. This is my last one for the week. I am off to Oklahoma.
Yay.
Yeah, my cousin's getting married, so I'm going to Tulsa this week on Thursday night. They leave, so that'll be fun.
Very good.
Yeah. What else we got going on this week? I got to pay attention. Oakfield CWC, little Trailways East matchup, a rivalry right there. That'll be a good one. Winneconne Waupun, another rivalry right there out of the East Central. Friday is some good baseball. Campbellsport will come in and take on CWC, but Waupun, Lamira at Lamira. That'll be a fantastic baseball game. Both teams have had a great year so far. Waupun on an absolute heater. They have now won, I believe it's 11 in a row.
Yeah, and in the first poll here are ranked number 2 in Division 2, so it'll be a good litmus test, obviously, from a flyweight perspective, as I usually take. Be a great litmus test for Lamira to see where they're at.
Where they're truly at it.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you. If you want to tune back in, go check in the baseball game. I believe it's probably in the 5th or probably 6th or 7th inning at this point.
Yeah, last chance here for Campbellsport.
Last chance for Campbellsport. And it looks like the Spartans will win that one as well. Thank you, Jordan, for joining me. We'll be back real soon on Jeff's live streams.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.